Hey everyone, and welcome to today's animated video of the biggest ideas from How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. So the first idea is to be interested in other people. There's this great saying from this book that you can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in others than you can in 2 years by trying to get people interested in you. Yet we all know people that go through life trying to make others interested in them. This doesn't really work though because people we're naturally interested in ourselves. Think about it. When you take a group picture, who's the first person that you're going to look at? Right? This is human nature. We look at ourselves. That's just what we're going to do. And this is human behavior that we can actually use to win friends and influence people. And I'll put this disclaimer here. All these tips in this video, they're supposed to be done and taken in a sincere and genuine manner. This isn't about tricking people into liking you or tricking people into being your friend, but it's instead done to take a serious and genuine interest in others. And when you do this, like, you'll realize that people are pretty awesome, right? They all have unique stories and lives, and once you take notice of that, it's really interesting to just sit down and listen to people's stories. So number two is to smile. Smiling in a sincere way is one of the best ways to make friends and just to feel better overall. Smiling at others, it says to the person that you're glad to see them and you feel comfortable in their presence. It's like when a baby smiles at you, right? It's so sincere and it's so genuine that it's contagious and you just smile back without even really thinking about it. So, this is that same genuine smile, right? It's contagious and it lights up the room. Smiling also elevates our levels of dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins, which dopamine's our reward pathway neurotransmitter. Endorphins are those natural painkillers, and serotonin, it's the neurotransmitter that's basically like in control of our mood. So this elevates our mood, it makes us feel better, and that just translates into a better day, a better week, and a better life overall. So that's one thing that I've been trying to do, is just smile every day in the morning when I get up. And what I found interesting is that there's a study that shows that you can actually fake smile. So if you like put a pencil in your mouth and you try to, mimic that smile with the pencil, then that actually elevates your mood as well. And you don't even need to do a real smile to feel the benefits. But I would suggest probably doing a real smile when you're with people and not just walking around with a pencil in your mouth, try to get that benefit out of it. So, moving on to number three, it's to remember that a person's name is the sweetest and most important sound in any language to that person. So, a person's name is a sweet sound to them, and remembering it shows that you took interest in that person. One of the most liked people I know, he was my roommate in college. He was so liked because he knew hundreds of people's names. And he would, whenever he would meet someone, he would take note of their name and repeat it to himself. And he would sprinkle their name into conversation whenever he could, and whenever he was in conversation with them, that is. So this is what I think led my friend to being so well liked, and he's still well liked even to this day. But remembering a person's name, it's a skill that you can develop. So what he used to do was he would repeat the person's name in his head, and then also just by using that name a lot and sprinkling it through the conversation, that's how you get to know that person's name more and more. And that's how you kind of cement to that person that you're invested in them and that you're, truly interested in that person. So people place an astounding importance on their name. And if you remember it, it shows to them that you think that they're important and that they are important. So the fourth lesson is the easiest way to become a good conversationalist, and that is to become a good listener. A lot of people, what they want out of a conversation is they just want an interested listener. And being interested in them is one of the highest compliments that we could pay to anyone. I've actually been trying to implement this more into my life. So now when someone tells me that they're a doctor or that they're a musician, I want to hear their stories from the hospital, or I want to hear their songs and their music. And this all leads to the final point, which is to make the other person feel important and to do it sincerely. I want to listen to the person's music because I'm thoroughly fascinated, and that sounds pretty awesome to me, to listen to someone's music and that they are a musician. So being sincere with all these tips, that's the best way to ensure the success of implementation. And remember that one of the most natural human urges is the urge to feel important, and to do that in a sincere and genuine way is the true way to win friends and influence people. If you like this video, then hit that like button, and if you want to see more videos just like this, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video, and remember to keep growing.